Hello boys and girls and welcome back to a brand new YouTube video for your faces. Today we are here to discuss the Modern Warfare 2019 beta and how it has brought my passion to create content back and just my genuine love for Call of Duty that I have not felt since Black Ops 4. It is so good to be back. Without further ado, let's get into it. This video is going to be split up into sections. So let's just go for it. Okay, so first off guys, the core gameplay. This game has an amazing core feel to it. The guns, movement, the time to kill, perks, streaks and maps all feel absolutely great. The big problem, the last three CODs, is that I just wasn't that big on the core feel of them. Especially Modern Warfare 2019. Now do not get me started on Modern Warfare 2019. I did not like that game whatsoever. I did not like it right from the beta. I usually know if I'm going to like a COD or not from the beta. I have every single time. I always play the beta to check. But yeah, Modern Warfare 2019 felt like Rainbow Six Siege to me. And I don't like that game at all. It's just way too tactical for my personal taste. So I just didn't like that at all. And then we sort of went on to Cold War. I was just sort of, meh, it's just alright. I liked that initially, but then I just sort of didn't, if that makes sense. And then of course we went on to Vanguard. That was fun for a few weeks. And then it wasn't quite fast. It's just not very good, Vanguard, to be honest. And that's generally accepted in the community. It's not a very good game. But that brings us to now, Modern Warfare 2022. I was about to say 2019. Modern Warfare 2, guys. And this beta is just amazing so far. This is not the case Modern Warfare 2. The fact that the core game is this good fills me with excitement and makes me impatient for the full release. I'm 1000% buying this game. We're making tons of content for your faces, of course. Finally, return to consistency. I am very busy with college work, but as long as I keep on top of it, we should be fine. One negative thing I would say is the minimap. Obviously, for some reason they insist on changing the minimap quite a lot. I don't know why. No one in the community wants that. A massive number of prominent YouTubers, professionals, just basically a lot of people in the community are saying they don't want this minimap, they want a normal minimap. That's like my one sort of main gripe with this sort of, you know, with this game. The minimap, it really needs to change. Not seeing people when they shoot, unless you have the ultimate perk on, which you only get further into the game, is very annoying. I'm getting used to it. I don't look at the map as much as I would normally do, but you know, I would like to not have to do that. I would like to be able to look at the map if I would like. You know, it's a bit annoying, but yeah. Hopefully they listen and add the normal minimap. If not though, I'll still play the game anyway because it's really fun. Also, just on top of that, all the maps are absolutely brilliant. File 19 is my favourite so far. I really love that one, and my least being the hotel map, just because it's not really, I guess it's not predictable, and it's too big. It reminds me of like a COD Ghost map, if that makes any sense. It's just not very good in general. Alright, moving on to sort of a way smaller sort of thing here. Just talking about the menu. Now for the past 3 years, the past 3 CODs, we've had the exact same menu. Now that seems like a really small thing to complain about or be annoyed about or care about, but to me that matters quite a lot because it just sort of instills that whole feeling for the game. If you've got the same menu for 3 years straight, it doesn't feel fresh. No matter how good the gameplay is, it just doesn't give you that fresh feel. That is not the case in Modern Warfare 2. I keep going to say 19. Modern Warfare 2, we have a completely new menu, a unique menu, a unique take on it. Thank God. I do actually quite like this menu. It gets some mixed reviews. I'm just thankful they tried something new with the menu. Let me know what you guys think of the menu. I'm curious. Because to me, it matters quite a lot, but I know it's like quite a small part of the game. And then guys, we've got visibility. One thing I would say about this game is sort of, why remove red names from enemies? There are some maps, especially Hotel quite a lot. If somebody's far away, you're not going to see them. If they are far away enough, it's very hard to see them, especially if they're sort of like next to a wall or crouched behind some sort of like block or something. It's very hard to see because they don't have red names. I have my eyes have sort of like gotten used to it as I've been playing the beta over the weekend. But yeah, it's definitely a unnecessary change. Don't really have a reason to it, and I think everyone would much rather have red names back, to be honest. I don't see why you wouldn't. The colours, guys. So this is the next section and the final section for me. The colours. So Modern Warfare 2019 was devoid of colours. There was some like dark colours. Most of the maps were dark. I'm speaking generally here. Obviously there was some brighter ones with like Shipment. That was still quite grey. But yeah, the colour palette for Modern Warfare 2019 was very like realistic, gritty, and just bordering on depression, I'd say. This is very, very different. It's a lot more brighter. Takes a brighter approach to things. The colours are more vivid. And it still retains that realistic feel, and it just goes to show you can have a colourful game and it still be realistic. So I'm very thankful for that. And just to sort of start around in the video, the map designs this time round, whoever they fired got into design these maps instead of the other ones in Modern Warfare 2018 that were designed for campers. Thank you so much, because these maps are 10 times better. Anyway guys, that is it for the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I just stopped filming earlier because there was a lot of noise. But yeah, that was the review. As you can tell, I'm making very, very tight for the actual games release and beta 2. I'm going to be streaming on Thursday at 7 PM. We're streaming when the beta releases. So if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. See you all in the next one. And goodbye.
I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just the